Good evening. My name is Phaedra Martin, and on tonight I will be presenting on assessment terms. One of the first assessment terms that I want to go over on tonight is reading or literacy assessments. Reading or literacy assessments determine the strategies or the tools that are required to meet the needs of individual or diverse learners. Reading assessments can range in a variety of ways, such as diagnostic assessments, screening assessments, progress monitoring, formative assessments, summative, and or performance assessments. Reading or literacy assessments can also be used to drive instruction, to create expectations or goals for our learners, to meet the needs of our learners, also to utilize for reflective practices. Um, these are the ways that we have reading or literacy assessments within our districts. Also, there's the 4x4 oral reading assessment. The second term we're going to talk about on this evening is language assessments. Language assessments actually measure a student's proficiency in language. That means reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Um, Language assessments might be in the form of just monitoring children through their interaction, very informal, having them discuss a few things. Another way is through comprehension and fluency. Second term on tonight would be remediation. Um, Remediation is really just measuring um, a student's ability to master a particular skill or standard. Actually, remediation is just pretty much reteaching. When we're reteaching the standard or the new learning that our students were supposed to acquire through our teaching. Remediation might be in the form of us just going back and reteaching or doing small group assessments, or it could even be through formative assessments. The second term we're going to talk about on tonight, third term, I'm sorry, we'll be talking about tonight is diagnostic testing. Diagnostic testing is used to assess specific skills or components of reading. It may be more standardized. We see these things as far as in the state of Louisiana. We have the LEAP 2020, which is the standardized test in the state of Louisiana, in which we take those to measure the progress or if students have truly mastered the skill set or the standards for their particular grade level, because by the end of the grade level, they should have mastered these skills or these standards. Diagnostic testing also determines the strengths and weaknesses of our students. We use these to diagnose maybe reading disabilities, where a student's strength lies, where their weaknesses lie. This could be in the form of DIBELS that we use in our lower grades to measure whether they've acquired phonics or fluency skills, even comprehension. Another term that we'll talk about on tonight is intervention. Intervention is when a student needs to acquire a specific skill, and we use those to set goals for our students. It's through tutoring. It consists of skills that should have been covered, such as comprehension, skimming, phonics, vocabulary, word recognition. One of the examples of intervention is iReady. iReady is a computer software which is used to measure a student's progress using those skills, and where the student needs more intervention through word recognition or vocabulary. Once the student has progressed through, or maybe they may be at a standstill in iReady, that's when it lets the interventionist know that the student needs a one-on-one lesson, and then we reteach the skill and then allow the student to go back into iReady. Our last assessment term on tonight is progress monitoring, and it is used to determine whether tier 1 and tier 3 interventions are needed, or whether the student has gained growth. And one of the things that we use in Iberia Parish School District is Success Maker. It is a progress monitoring tool. It shows us where the child has gained or increased within their reading level or even math. It also uses, it determines a student's comprehension score. So that's one of the things. Progress monitoring is just monitoring a student's growth, where they are as they progress through their school year. So it also lets us know where extra support may be needed throughout the school year. So this is the assessment terms, and I thank you for listening. Thank you.